game we're going to play for you guys tonight is called Try That On for Size. I'm going to get 2 Impnators out here on the purple carpet, and we're going to start doing activities for you, but try to make those activities mean something else. All right, so to get started, let me get a suggestion for ImprovNation. Name some sort of active activity you would do when you were a kid.
Basketball.
Basketball. All right, so we have Greg and Chakotha starting us off with basketball.
I'm playing basketball. Try that on for size.
I am doing a workout aerobics for my wrist. Try that on for size.
I'm stuffing my little brother's mouth with snowballs. Try that on for size.
I am digging a grave. Try that on for size.
I'm ripping out several hearts like in that Indiana Jones movie. Try that on for size.
I am...
All right! So now we have Joe and Greg. Let me get another suggestion. How about something you do when you're on vacation?
Swim.
Swim. Swimming is what I heard. All right, Joe and Greg, begin.
I'm swimming. Try that on for size.
I'm spreading somebody's butt cheeks. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to get through the protesters on Wall Street. Try that on for size.
I'm desperately trying to maintain balance on my pogo stick. Try that on for size.
I'm falling out of a plane, but I'm realizing that I have no wings. Try that on for size.
I'm pushing aside all the heads that occupy Wall Street.
All right, Greg is out of there.
Okay, that was great. Now our next game is going to be Dumbbell Raises. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to have 3 very unintelligent characters. And what you're going to do is ask them questions, anything about your life, what's troubling you, and they're going to give you very unintelligent responses. Then after their responses, you're going to applaud, and the person with the most unintelligent answer will get the most applause, and they will step forward. And whoever steps forward the most will win the game. So wise people today. Okay, so who are you, sir?
Name's Henry Lewis. How are you? I'm a physical education teacher, grades K through 8.
Wonderful. All right, now, and who we have here?
My name is Isis. And I'm a janitor at a bank.
Okay, we got Ben Jenner. Yeah, Isis. All right, and for you are?
Gala.
Okay, great. All right, so now that we have them introduced, let's get some questions. What's bothering you guys? What do you need advice on?
I just don't know what to wear right now since the weather's in transition. So
Oh.
what should I wear with this weird weather?
It's a tough one. Let's take it over to the right here.
Very good. I'm glad you asked me this kind of question. With the change in weather, you want to stop the mid-thigh shorts that stick to your leg. Keep your testes nice and secure. You can leave them, it's optional, but I like something to snap away basketball warm-up gear, and maybe something with the zipper to match. If it's not matching with the lines going on the sides all the way up to the arm, you're not doing it right. So headband's optional.
Oh, thank you, Henry. That's great. Okay, and Isis, what's your advice?
Now this might be a bit unconventional, but this is the right thing to do. And that's to go naked. Now let me explain. In the beginning, you're gonna be really cold, but people are animals. People are animals, and your skin is going to be able to adapt to the weather. So when it's cold, you're really gonna start to be warm, and when it's warm, you're really gonna start to be cool. But you just have to walk around naked enough for your skin to get to that state.
That was great, Isis. Thank you very much. Okay, now Gollum.
I think you should go into the woods and find a deer and cut it open. And then you should take the skin and you have the fur and it covers you and you stay nice and warm.
All right, thank you, Gollum. All right, so let's give the audience a round of applause. Okay, who thinks Henry had the dumbest answer? Oh, right there. Okay, Isis, who thinks Isis has? All right, and Gollum. All right, Isis, you win that one. All right, now let's what else is troubling troubling you guys?
I went to an interview the other day, and I noticed my zipper was down, and I didn't know what to do.
All right. Well, let's Isa, since you won, why don't you start this one off?
Now, this is the best piece of advice that I learned when I went to community college. Always call it out. So when you realize at that moment, oh man, my dick hanging out, you just say, oh man, my dick hanging out, and that makes people feel comfortable. Because if it's just there and it's just, and the person's just looking at it and you're just, the person's uncomfortable. If you just talk about the dick, and that just makes everyone comfortable. We all know that.
That was a fantastic response. All right, now, Colin, what's your take on this?
I don't normally wear pants, so I would just cover it and stay in hiding and never let anyone see it.
Okay, thank you, Gollum. All right, and we're gonna wrap this one up with Henry.
Fantastic. Well, that's why I perform athletic supporter check before every period. You know, the old with or without the zipper. It's pretty evident and apparent. So my advice is just be sure that to avoid that unfortunate situation that you're wearing an athletic supporter at all times, and then you won't have to deal with that in future events. How did the interview go?
Am I okay?
All right, let's, in lieu of making the audience uncomfortable, let's get some applause here. All right, who thinks Henry had the dumbest answer? ISIS! Got him! ISIS, all right!
So the next game we're going to play for you guys tonight is called Dating Game. Shakotha is going to be our very lucky bachelorette, and she's going to have to guess who her 3 lucky contestants are. So Shakotha, why don't you leave the room while we find out who those people will be. Yay! All right, so for Pam, I need a celebrity you would see in Us Weekly.
Kate Middleton.
Kate Middleton is what I heard. All right, and for Greg, how about a historical figure who is not alive?
Dr. King.
Dr. Martin Luther King. Very good. And for Joe, let me get any celebrity at all.
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson. Perfect. Thank you for that quick response, audience member. All right, so on the count of 3, we're going to get Shakotha back in here, and she's going to have to guess who her lovely contestants are. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Hey, Shakotha, get back in here! All right, and welcome to a Dating ImprovNation style. I have for me here the lovely Miss Shakotha Fields. Shakotha, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I just got over a bad breakup, and I just want to get over my ex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bad breakup. We understand. Well, we have some lovely contestants here for you today. So why don't we go down the line, and contestants, just tell me one interesting thing you like to do on your weekends. We'll start with you.
Well, I really don't know anything interesting I do. I would like to give that to you and let you take the spotlight.
Oh, what a caring, selfless individual you have here. All right, what's one interesting thing you like to do on the weekend, sir?
Well, there's never a dull moment with me. I like to rally whoever's closest to some incredible cause so that we can change the world.
Oh, yes. Well, there's lots to do in New York City with that, with the Occupy Wall Street. And for you, sir, what's one interesting thing you like to do on the weekend?
I like to write poetry.
Poetry. Very good. All right, Shakotha, why don't you ask the contestants any question you'd like to know?
Contestant number 3, if you were to take me out on a date, where would we go?
Well, it wouldn't really matter wherever we went. You see, because wherever we end up at the end of the night, it would be my bed. But we definitely won't go to MSG. I got bad memories there. And, I'd probably take you down, ride my tiger, and you could, listen to some of my amazing verses. They're stupefying. And then after you were bored so badly that you fell asleep, I'd probably date rape you.
That sounds like quite interesting. Do you want to ask that question to any other contestants?
Yes. Contestant number 2.
Can you repeat the question for me, please?
If you were to take me on my first date, where would you take me?
Yes, well, I can see you mentioned your breakups before. I can tell you've been under a lot of oppression. And I want to make sure that no oppression would come to you ever again. I had a dream of our perfect date, and our perfect date had just people laughing and smiling and giggling, and those people were us, together, fighting for the best possible date that we could ever have.
Oh, amen, amen. Well, Martin. Oh.
I think Martin.
Yes. You can tell us your things at the end. All right.
okay.
So contestant number 1.
Well, if I were to take you out on a date, I think it'd be something very regal, fancy, old-fashioned perhaps, but I mean I am young, but I do like old-fashioned. I guess, like I said, I don't speak much. I think I'd like to let you speak the whole time, and I just smile and let people comment on my new jackets and outfits, and I would try not to comment on the fact that I see that you're now balding for being young. Chip-chippery.
Well, what a very submissive yet blunt woman. That's very good. Everyone likes that, right?
Yeah.
All right, now, Shakotha, do you have maybe one last question you'd like to ask the panel?
If we were to describe our wedding.
Oh,
Describe
all right.
our wedding.
All right, well, let's start with contestant number 2. Describe your wedding with Shakotha.
Now see, our wedding would have lots of color to it, and I'm not just talking about outside color, I'm talking about the color of what's inside. The different people, what they think, what they feel, what they dream. Our wedding would be something that would be cheered on for all time, for everyone that had ever wanted a wedding to be the same as everybody else's wedding, an equal wedding, very majestic, very, very, very American, and just a wonderful time for all of us.
All right, contestant number 3. Describe your wedding with Shakotha.
Our wedding, like 1984, would be a lot different than the wedding we would have today, see? Because I went through this whole Muslimification. But nowadays, I mean, I'm not chewing your ear off, am I? I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, yeah, I did chew somebody's ear off one time, twice. And yeah, I'd probably do something romantic, like bop you over the head and then drag you down the aisle.
All right, thank you very much, contestant number 3. Did you need any more clues about that wedding? Because that was quite lovely. I'm sure someone would
I'm a
appreciate
romantic.
it. Yes, of course you are. And so is the Exorcist. All right, so contestant number 1, describe your dream wedding with Shakotha.
Oh, it would be so royal and fancy, and have the dress as big and as expensive as the entire Park Avenue. It would be really fancy, and there would be levels, a monarchy, in fact, of beauty in the wedding, and the whole country actually would just get involved, and they'd be slightly voyeuristic and just wanting to live through us, because the wedding is so great and so expensive that no peon commoner could even understand. I was once a peon, but now I am not. And that is what I want for us.
Oh, good. All right, now, Shakotha, now's the time of the dating game where you tell me who you don't want. Pick the 2 contestants you do not want to go on a date with.
Okay, I do not want to go with Mike Tyson.
Oh! And who's the other one?
And I don't want to go with Prince William's wife.
Okay, Middleton, yes! All right, well, Shakotha, you're doing very good with this guessing. Now tell me who you did choose to go on a date with. You're lucky.
Martin Luther King.
Oh, very good, Dr. King. And that's another show of Dating Game where we find love in the strangest of places. See you next time.
All right, our next game is called Oscar-Winning Moment, and for that game, we will use an improvisational prop, or an improp, if you will. For this game, basically, whenever we reach a certain point in the scene as decided by me, I will ring this bell, and that means that whoever I say will have to have an Oscar-winning moment on stage. I need a suggestion from you, our viewers.
Purple couch.
Purple couch!
I don't know, honey. What do you think about this one? This is pretty nice.
Oh, I do like it a lot. You test that. Well, that's it's proper amount of firm, proper amount of soft. Do you think this is gonna go with our new lifestyle? All the changes we're making as a couple.
I know.
New furniture. Trying to,
Getting a dog is a big step.
I know it is a huge step, and I just want them to be comfortable.
I wonder if it's pet friendly. Did you see the tags?
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess so. I mean, I guess we're gonna train him well. I mean, I know we got him at the shelter, so which is a great another step. We're doing all our charitable work. And
Oscar-winning moment, Pam.
all this charitable work we've been doing, it just makes me feel so much better about the life that I've led before. I know I used to sell crack, rocks, cocaine, marijuana, PCP, and dust. And I just like this new step. I mean, Jesus found you to find me, right? I mean, that's how it went, right? Like he came down and found you, and then he found me, and he smacked me in the face and said, "Hey Pam, I'm Jesus, and you know what? You're gonna change. Put down the crack and the rocks and the PCP, throw it away, because you're gonna be new, and you're gonna be fresh, and I forgive you. I forgive you. Oh God, and I was forgiven. And now we're here at JCPenney to buy a couch for the charity that we're gonna do. I'm a new woman. God.
It makes me feel so good inside to actually hear you admit that you had a problem like that. And now look at how far you've come. Now you own a Cocker Spaniel. You're thinking about buying a purple couch. This is just... Think about where I was this time last year.
Oscar-winning moment, Joe.
I was out on the streets. I was smoking crack, doing cocaine, PCP, angel dust. I remember taunting my parents' dog at one point, pissing on a purple couch. But now, Jesus has sent me to find you. And here we are, finally.
Because of Jesus.
Our life completely turned around.
Oscar-winning moment, Jesus.
I'm watching over these fools who, one, think I'm a man, and two, want to buy a purple couch. And I've been wondering why, after I died for them, they feel that they should be buying a purple couch and should have done all these drugs all these years. When I made a natural substance for you that is so much better than all these man-made chemicals you discussed. That's marijuana. And Adam and Eve knew about it. They loved it. They used it to smoke, to clothe themselves when they finally realized that they were naked. And here you are, taking in chemicals when I provided better for you. So please, take this pot plant. Don't buy the couch. Take the pot plant and remember that I am a woman.
What are we gonna sit on after we get stoned?
Will it even matter? It won't matter.
Alright, so now it's time time for our final game of the night, and that's called World's Worst. This is a game where I'm going to have a player jump out, and they're going to tell a joke about the world's worst thing to say or do at whatever your suggestion is. World's Worst Congressman.
That's why we should bring communism back.
9, 9, and 9.
Hey, I'm from Texas.
Let me just keep it real. Y'all just gonna let me and I'm gonna do nothing.
Thank you very much for electing me.
World's Worst DJ.
So you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. So you do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about.
I hope you like the music selection I picked up for you today.
And now for this nice bat mitzvah, I think I'm gonna put on a little Amy Grant for you.
Oh wait, somebody died on the dance floor. Call 911, get her, cause this next song is breaking.
Somebody get grandma up. She fell and she's drunk.
I got a feeling. Ooh.
Not all of you are 16, are you?
World's worst thing to say or do at a marriage, wedding. We'll leave it open.
Oh my gosh, this is such a disaster. I got my period and I'm getting married today.
You forgot to sign the prenup.
Thought it would take a lot longer than this before she found out I had a penis.
World's worst thing to say or do at Easter.
Got all them rabbits that were running around the yard.
Is Grandma the Easter Bunny? Because he's got big floppy ears.
So we just doing the Easter play. Pass me them nails.
And that's our show. Thank you guys so much for watching ImprovNation. Please give one more round of applause for ImprovNation. We have Shakota, and Pam. And I'm your host, Megan. We'll see you next time.
Thank you very much for electing me.